Did you know that the word Advent actually comes from the Latin word adventus, which literally means coming? The Greek equivalent of this word is the word parousia, and obviously we know that the New Testament was written in Greek. Interestingly, when this word parousia is used in the New Testament, it always refers to the second coming of Christ. We obviously associate the word Advent with the first coming of Christ. So when we're using the word Advent, we're actually thinking about three different things simultaneously. First of all, we're thinking about the historical fact that Jesus was born as a baby in Bethlehem 2,000 years ago. Second, we might refer in a spiritual sense to the fact that Jesus makes his home in our hearts. We use this kind of language when we choose to put our faith or our trust in him. And then third, physically again, we think about the second coming of Christ, when Jesus will physically return to this earth and establish his kingdom fully here on earth as in heaven. At this time of year, Christmas trees are a main feature in most of our homes. Noah, being Swiss, insists on us having a real tree, so that is a genuinely real Christmas tree. So every year we go and get one and we bring it back to our home, as many other people do. But what's the reason behind Christmas trees? Is there a symbolism that we can learn from? Or actually some people would say that actually there's some dodgy pagan things behind the idea of bringing trees into our home. Well, we know from history that it was German Christians that first started putting evergreen trees in their homes to celebrate the birth of Jesus. But there are also connections to pagans worshipping things that were created like trees, instead of, as we as Christians would say, worshipping God, who is not created but is the creator of all things. So that's something that we should think about. But it's worth noting that actually Christians have been using evergreen trees as symbols for actually centuries, even longer than the Christmas tree tradition. And that's because evergreen trees, in the midst of winter when other plants are dying and withering, evergreen trees are still going strong. Their leaves actually never die. And so in this way, these trees are a symbol to us of the eternal life and the eternal hope that we celebrate at this time of year, of God coming to us as Immanuel. One of my favourite hymns is O Come Immanuel, because it talks about the fact that Israel, although they were in exile and waiting for the Messiah to come, they still had hope. They were still crying out to their God to come. And this year, no matter what our year's been like, we can be reminded this Christmas time that Jesus has come as Immanuel, that he can still come today as Immanuel, and that he will come again to bring his kingdom on earth. So let's remember that this time of year, that Jesus is Immanuel, God with us, and all of these symbols like the Christmas tree or so many other things at this time of year can be examples to us and reminders of that fact. I hope that you all have a very happy Christmas, remembering the fact that Jesus is our Immanuel.